Paul, in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni and I work with small business owners across the state of Utah. I'm actually based out of Utah County myself, so just a little bit further south than you guys. Just put together this quick custom video for you about your online presence and specifically just how you're stacking up against your competition. There's no sales pitch here, just pure value for you. So, at this point you're probably sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's the catch? Fair question. Most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business. They're swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, dealing with employees, and staying up on top of jobs. That a lot of times just learning how to use the internet to help your company, it just gets buried underneath all of the other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time the only reason they haven't hired somebody yet is because they just don't know who to trust and who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of things that they can actually do to impact their business for free, it's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Seleni, can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, just shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if by the end of this video you simply want to take the free attack plan that I gave you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. Now let me show you the 3 things that'll set prime flow plumbing above your competition. And I don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'll be as brief as possible. The 3 things that I want to cover today is first, content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. Sorry, don't mind my little clingy sidekick here. She's along for the ride. So, okay, first up is content. So since Google isn't a human, it doesn't just know what you do. It needs to be told through your content. Content is basically anything that you can see here on your front screen that is highlighted. So this can be text, it can be your pictures, what your pictures are saved as, what's behind the pictures. That can all be considered content. So to kind of give you an idea here, if we actually scroll up here, we can look at this image, for instance. We can right click, do a save as, and we can actually see what this image is saved as. So in this situation, shh, baby. In this situation, you can see here it's saved as just like a screenshot name. Really with images, this is a great way to leverage high volume keywords using like detailed descriptions and high volume location specific keywords. And I'll kind of go over that for you here in just a little bit. But these are all things that Google bots can read and basically get an idea of what is your business, the services that you offer, the area you're targeting, and that's all going to position you in the search ranking. So the goal is by having unique and authoritative content and enough of it to add in the right keywords and key phrases that people are searching for in Google to be able to find your business and the things that you offer. So most business owners do know that they need content. They just don't know that in order to rank number 1 on Google for plumbing, the average content count is 15 to 2,400 words on the homepage, while again, making sure that it contains the right keywords and key phrases that people are searching for. So when I copied all of your content and plugged it into this free tool, it looks like your website's sitting around 412 words on your homepage. If we jump over to one of your other local competitors as well, we've got Mill Creek Plumbing here. Their website is currently sitting around 1,000 words. So again, very beatable in this area to help bring up your content level, especially with your competitor there. Now we're actually going to jump over here into one of my tools. This tool is called Ahrefs. It's a really cool tool. Typically costs a couple $100s a month if you guys are interested to go out and get this for yourself. But essentially it gives me behind the scene details that Google is looking for when it comes to ranking a site. So I'm able to get a pretty good idea, an indication of what's working well for you and for your competition. So just on a quick scan here with your competitor here, that Mill Creek Plumbing again, I can see here they've got, as just an overview, they've got 216 words being found on their website and the kind of traffic that they are driving in right now. So we're actually going to dive in specifically to these keywords, and we're going to be able to see the exact keywords that they're ranking for and what customers are actually searching for every month. So let's see here. And I chose these guys as one of your competitors because they were more of a local business versus a national. So that's why I went with them here. But you're seeing here that they are positioned between 2nd and 3rd here for keyword plumbers, Salt Lake City, Volume at 1,700 per month, 1,700 searches per month. Position 3 here for plumber, Salt Lake City, with 2,200 searches per month. Again, between 2 and 3 here, Salt Lake City plumbers with 410. And third position here again, Salt Lake City plumber, 810. Now, this is just specific to the Salt Lake area. I mean, you can do the exact same searching for every single area that you guys service. But it kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking at for volume of keywords, and kind of what you potentially could be missing out on as far as how many people are actually searching for these services. Now, if we jump over here, over to your website, plugged into the same tool, we can see the same overview. We can see how many keywords are being found on your web page, which is currently 2, and how much traffic it is driving. And if we want to dive in a little bit more specifically, we can actually see the 2 keywords that you've got here. It looks like you've got prime flow plumbing, 20 volume there at position 17. So you're looking second, third page of Google there. And then lastly, drain cleaning sandy, 60 people searching that, but again, 77th position. So you're looking, 7th, 8th page of Google. So that's the biggest thing there that I'm seeing between the keywords. Just focusing on being able to get your position higher for those keywords and being able to optimize for those terms. So again, to recap, that first thing that you need to do, just help increase your page to the minimum of 1,500 1,500 words of content using the right keywords. And because that's really what's driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable if you're able to get this done. Okay, so now we are going to actually jump over here into Google. You can see here that I've typed in one of those high volume keywords, the plumbers, Salt Lake City here. First up that you see is always that ads section. Here's the thing about ads. Ads can work, but they can also be a money pit if your foundation isn't dialed in. So meaning your website. So just be really careful to not burn through your money with Google Ads until you know for sure that your site will convert. But we're not going to spend time really here. We're actually going to jump down just below the ad section to the coveted map section. So this area has a lot to do with the second important thing that we are going to talk about, which is citations. So you're probably asking yourself, well, what is a citation? Why do they matter? Those are really great questions. So this area is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've seen it. You've probably even used this section and possibly even thought to yourself, how in the world can I get my business up on there? So citations are super simple. It is just your business name, address, and phone number listed on a bunch of online directories like these. Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, and so on. But they need to match your Google business listing exactly. Having citations in these areas helps Google be able to verify you and give relevance to your local business. So the number one thing that you can do today to push your business to being the top 3 of one of these spots, or top 4, let's see, this one's an ad, so really top 3 right here, is just increasing your citation game. When you get more citations than your competitor, especially citations from authoritative and industry-specific websites, your credibility boosts, you gain more confidence from Google, and then it pushes you above your competition. Now, you might be asking yourself, great, but how do I actually do that? So you can use sites like WhiteSpark or Bright Local that'll tell you the exact directories that your competition here is listed on. And then you can go out and literally go down the list and match what they've got plus more. Remember, we don't want to just match them. We actually want to dominate them. So if your competitor has 100 citations, we're going to go out and get 150 or 200 citations. Now let's talk about the last thing that I want to go over with you today, which is backlinks, often called link juice. So this is the third pillar that will really help you dominate on Google. And it's down here, again, when we search that keyword plumber Salt Lake City, below the ads, below the map pack, we get down here. This is the organics listing section. And you can see here your site is not number 1, 2, 3, or anywhere here on the first page of Google. Now, this is where we want to be, and in order to get here, we've got to beat out your competition in every aspect. So you need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, this is where the backlinks come in. So simply put, a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So the easiest way to think about link juice and backlinks is to simply think about it like a popularity contest back in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid to be looking at you and recommending you. So in this popularity contest, the business with the most relevant link juice or authority wins. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So if you're a plumber, right? You wouldn't want a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back at you, right? Because you guys don't make ice cream. Although tasty, that backlink would be kind of useless to you. But having a backlink from a local blog or a construction company linking back to you, that would be much more effective. So let's jump back over into our Ahrefs tool again here, and we can actually see that you've got 83 backlinks pointing back at your website. Not bad, it's a start, but it's not dominant. If we jump over here to one of those top competitors again, you can see they've got 128 backlinks pointing back at them, and some from strong relevant sources. Now again, how do we get these? Well, here in Ahrefs, we can actually jump in and we can see the exact sites that are linking to them. We can go after those same links for your business. Again, very beatable with time. Getting you to the top of Google isn't magic, it's just a tried and true method. And I've shown you that method actually here today. So again, the 3 things you can do today to grow your online presence is focusing on first, your content, getting their page up to 1,500 words with using those right keywords and phrases that people are actually searching for so that your company gets found. Second, increasing your citation game, just getting your name, address, and phone number listed on as many of those online directories to beat out your competition by a landslide. And then finally, backlinks. Just increasing, getting more relevant quality sites pointing back to you to show Google that you are the authority. If you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. It's really that simple. So I'm sure you're wondering, okay, well, now what? Well, you really have a few options. If you feel like you cannot handle any more clients per month, that's absolutely fair. Just send me a quick note saying that you watched the video, tell me your thoughts about it. I'd really appreciate your feedback. On the other hand, if you're ready to grow, you can take this blueprint and the implementation steps and do this on your own. I've given you the exact formula that businesses pay tons of dollars to have. Now, if you have found this information valuable and you're one of those business owners to still raise their hands for the most effective route with support and guidance to design a custom strategy to accelerate your growth, well, I'd love to offer you a free 45-minute discovery session. Simply respond to my email. We'll set up a time to chat. We'll dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I can do to help your business really thrive. Again, my name is Seleni and I look forward to your email. Have a great day.